Greetings, 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 everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. I am Chef Bee, and I am super happy to be here. I wanted to do a really simple recipe for you. I try to go live on Sundays to share with you guys some of the things that I'm up to. If you're new here, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that as we go live, you'll be one of the first people to know all about it. So, y'all, it is August, fig season, and let me show you what I have here. I have these gorgeous figs that I foraged yesterday and got really excited because one of the things that I really enjoy when it comes August, late July, early August, is figs. All right, I'm all about eating seasonal. I'm all about just, going into my community and seeing the kinds of fresh veggies and fruits and things that we can find that are safe to eat. And there's a little store that has a wonderful fruit tree bounty, I like to call it, right outside of the door of the store. So there's all kinds of cool things. There's blueberries there are figs, there's pears, and I think and apples actually. Well, no, not apples. Pears, blueberries, and figs. And there are two kinds of figs because I know there's like 4 trees there. Anywho, I actually foraged these yesterday, and then I thought about it. I was like, oh my goodness, how can I utilize these figs and do something really cool with it? Well, I was also thinking about my sea moss. So I had some sea moss soaking inside of my refrigerator. Show you that. And I rinsed these really, really well. And I thought to myself, I was like, this would be super dope if we combined sea moss and we combined the figs together and did a fruit infused sea moss gel. And I want to show you today how to do that. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about sea moss. I'm from Guyana. Folks in the Caribbean have been knowing about sea moss for a very, very long time. I know that within the last few years, people are super excited about sea moss. And there's a good reason for them to be excited about it. They're super healthy for you, the sea moss. They're different kinds. But really, the most important thing is this is a wonderful way for you to get nutrients in your body, build your immune system, trace minerals, potassium, magnesium, all the things on a regular basis. You can use sea moss just about every day. You can add it to soups. You can add it to smoothies. You can add it to your water. You can add it to your juices. You can add it to your desserts. You can add it to just about anything. And I mean, take a look, right? This is just botanicals from the sea, from the water, but we basically rehydrated them, right? When you get sea moss, it's nice and dehydrated, it's small, but then when you add water to it and reconstitute it, you get all of this. And this smells very much like the sea. All right. It smells very much like the sea. So with that, what I wanted to do today was I wanted to make a nice sea moss gel for you. We'll do that in a sec. Then I also wanted to infuse my sea moss with figs. All right. So not just figs, but I want to talk a little bit about seasonal eating. All right. So when we talk about eating seasonal, you're basically just taking the things of the season and you're utilizing them in a similar way. So a lot of folks are using sea moss gel. Um, you know, they're just breaking them down, making sure that they have access to the gel in the refrigerator. And so one of the things that people are also doing is they're incorporating different things to make the sea moss palatable, because on its own, it's really not exciting. It's not as sexy. It's good stuff, but it's not as sexy on its own. And so by actually infusing it with fruit, you can actually get a really beautiful sea moss gel that you can use at any time. My thing is I love to use things in season because then that gives me an opportunity to get that sea moss gel in my system, but then I can change up the fruit based on what's available. All right. Now, figs are crazy amazing, right? Figs are going to support you with your blood pressure. They have fiber, so it's going to help you with your weight management. It also actually has a lot of iron. So if you're someone who is dealing with anemia, figs are actually a really good thing to incorporate into your diet. And when I thought about just the combination of the sea moss and the figs, I was like, man, this is such an awesome combination to bring these two things together. All right. So we're going to do a sea moss gel, a fruit infused, again, fig infused sea moss gel. All right. So I'm going to show you that. So you got that. This is what I have here. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you could see that. All right. Let me just open it up and show you what I have here. I have some dates. I have some medjool dates. And medjool dates are really lovely because they're nice and plump. I actually have one that I wanted to show you. Uh-oh, we gotta find it because we cannot put this in our blender. But actually, here it is. I have a medjool date here. Let me show you what these look like. So I have this medjool date, and the dates they have these really interesting seeds inside. So I'm gonna take the seed out. And then let me show you here. These are what the seeds look like. So I actually took all the seeds out, right? So you could see, to make sure that I don't damage my blender, all right? I didn't want to damage the blender. And so with that, what we're gonna do is we're going to take our dates, all right? And I actually soak these in coconut water instead of just regular water. Why? Because coconut water has a lot of great flavor. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our blender here, and what we're going to do is we're going to add all these ingredients in so that we can get a really nice gel. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all of this sea moss that we reconstituted. I'll show you that. And I'm going to add it to my blender. And then I'm going to add in, this is about, I would say 16 ounces because I want to make a huge batch. I'm going to add all of those figs in. And then next thing I'm going to add in is I'm going to add in the dates. Okay, so we have here about 12 dates that we've hydrated. And then I'm going to also add in this liquid. Okay. Now, the thing that you have to know about sea moss gel is when you're making a sea moss gel, you're going to have to let that blender go a little bit of time. All right. It's just going to keep going. All right. Until we get a nice, smooth and creamy consistency. All right. So let me cover this up. Let's cover that up. I have some napkins here for my hand, and then we're going to give it a whisk. So notice I'm pushing down as I go, and then I'm going to turn it up. So we have it going. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to take a break and I'm going to show you what we have so far, okay? So here we go. Look at the consistency. It's pretty cool. All right. So basically it's getting nice and thick. And what I want to do is I want to keep blending it. I'm going to add a little bit of water, just a little bit of water, just so that this can continue to move. And the thing is, as we blend this, it's going to thicken up. And as we put it back in the refrigerator and it gets nice and cold, it's definitely going to thicken up. All right. So let's keep going. Yeah, that extra water really made a difference. And there we go. That's what we wanted. So we have our sea moss and our figs and our dates coming together inside of the blender. We added a little bit of coconut water, a little bit of spring water, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. Just keep blending it until it's nice and thick and smooth. And then once we've done that, we're going to put them inside of little containers so that we can enjoy our sea moss gel. All right, so let's see what we have. So take a look. How cool is that? I love it. It is nice and smooth. All right, now, today's my no chew Sunday. So, I mean, this is super awesome that we have this sea moss. This is my fruit infused sea moss gel. I love it. I want to taste a little bit and see. Now, it's still a little chunky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually blend it a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit more to this, just a little bit more water. And so one of the things that I want you to know is that, when you're making things, you just got to be patient. Right? Got to be patient with it. Let's see. Is it? Uh-oh. This is acting up on me now. Look at that. All right, let me see. My blender is acting up on me. All right, this is actually really good. Let's look. This looks really good. All right, we're gonna probably stop here. All right, so now what we can do here is I actually have this container. So we have this container that we can use to add our sea moss gel inside. And we're literally just going to fill this up. And you can actually take a spoonful of this and you can have it daily. You can add it to your smoothies. It's up to you what you want to do. But here you go. Look at that. So this is actually a nice consistency. Look at that. All right. So this is our sea moss gel. Actually, I have another container I'm going to use here. I have another one. And so the cool thing about this is it's ready to go. So if you are utilizing, this is sweet, right? So if you're using the sea moss gel for, something that is on the sweeter side, you've already broken it down. You've added some figs to this. You've added some dates to this. You've added, all the things you need to add to it to give you some goodness. And then all you got to do is spoon it out and you're good to go. Look at that. So this is our fig infused sea moss gel. I love it. Super good. All right. Once again, sea moss, it's a wonderful way for you to bring in really a lot of great nutrients into your diet every day. You could take a spoonful of this and just eat it, all right, or just spoon it in, and then you're good. Some people like to make things, right? So you can do a dessert, you can do a soup, you can do a smoothie, you can do any of those things. And then I also love having figs in my diet because, one, they're not too sweet. And so for people who are really watching their blood sugar, figs is actually a really great way that you can do that, where you're not, worrying about, oh my gosh, am I increasing my glycemic index? There are different varieties of figs that are sweeter than others. Particularly at this place where I do my foraging, the figs are not too sweet. Even when they're super ripe, they're not too sweet. So that's the beauty of it, right? And so I just love it. I love that I'm able to bring in some wonderful fresh fruit into the sea moss gel that makes it really interesting, and it's not going to be a boring thing. So, y'all, I'm super excited about this. Now that the school year is starting back, this is an awesome way for me to give my kids nutrients every day, a natural vitamin every day that's super healthy, super natural. And so I'm really excited to share this with them, share this with the family. All right. So we have our fig infused sea moss gel that I'm super tickled that we made. All right, y'all. Look, if you are new here, once again, make sure that you like and subscribe. If you try this, I would love to get some feedback from you. Like, what did you think? You do have to blend this for some time so that it gets really nice and smooth. So be mindful of that. You're going to have to do a little bit of blending. But I would love to hear from you all. What are some other things that you would like for me to make for you all so that you guys can stay healthy and strong on your plant based journey? All right. So please drop a comment. Tell me what you think. Was this difficult to make for you? Was it easy? Was it easy to think about some other fruits that you can incorporate? I mean, you don't have to use figs. You can do some other things. What are some other fruits that you would like to add to the mix? I think you should just go on ahead and go for it. All right. So y'all, I'm gonna jump off. I'm about to go kind of just get excited again about my sea moss gel. And I hope to see you guys back here. I try to go live on Sundays around this time in the afternoon. So please stay connected so that we can continue to build and you can continue to learn. And I really look forward to any of the feedback that you guys might have. All right, beautifuls, I'm out of here. Have an amazing Sunday. Take care for now. Peace.